All right. So, um, before we start the stream, a few things I have to explain, talk about, etc. So first things first. Um, the reason I'm starting this stream an hour later than usual is because I was busy taking a really cold bath because it's currently the hottest day uh, in the week, probably in the month. Hopefully, it's. Hang on, let me check. I'm pretty sure we've reached the top temperature of today. Where is my app? It's here. Um, it is. Uh, oh no, we haven't reached the top temperature yet. Sorry. It's currently 34 degrees outside. Max temperature predicted, I mean forecasted, is 35, which means I'm basically melting. I've been melting for the past 2 days because the temperature keeps going up. For reference, I decided to go yesterday in the evening, to go in the afternoon rather. I mean, it was around what 6 p.m. I went to buy some ice cream. I Between the time where I picked the ice cream up in the freezer at the grocery store, uh, paid for the ice cream, and came back home and placed them in the in my own freezer, there was maybe a span of 5 minutes because I live really close to the store. Like maybe not even 5 minutes. They had already started to melt. So I can't imagine what it would have been if I had bought them today. Secondly, other reason I'm late is technically because I don't really need to stop streaming around 8 p.m. like I usually do. There's a stream from a streamer that I usually watch tonight, but it's not a stream that's really interesting me. So so I won't watch it. I'll continue streaming instead, probably if I'm not too tired at the time. Also, I'm trying something special. I don't know how it's since I have no way to know for myself, and I can't ask anyone because nobody is currently watching. But I'm trying something out. I've activated a filter on OBS for my mic, noise cancelling filter, to basically allow me to run both my PC fan and another fan to cool my room, at least to cool the spot where I am, because it doesn't really cool the rest of the room. So my electricity bill will go up a bit, I think, because of this. But I have no choice but to keep it on. Another thing that I wanted to say. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to do for my mic. I've Since I've activated the noise cancellation, I've brought the I mean I've put the sound of the mic back to the top on OBS. So I've brought the game audio up too. Hopefully it will be better. I've, I haven't really checked how it goes for my previous streams because I don't like listening to myself, so I don't really check how it goes. But anyway, um, what other thing I wanted to say? I won't be able to stream 2 days for now, for the simple reason that it's Father's Day. So I'll be spending the day at my parents' place. Um, I might be able to stream back on Monday, but I can't guarantee it because I don't know when exactly I'll go home. I'm planning to go home on Monday morning. Hang on. Monday will be the 16th. So it shouldn't be a problem per se because the 17th I have I have a family member back for the last day before summer. After that, I won't get them until September. It will be nice. Uh, I I should be able to stream so on Monday, Wednesday. Hang on, Friday. So basically the same stream schedule as this week. Won't be able to stream on the weekend because next weekend will be my birthday. So I actually might not be able to stream on Friday because it will be the day before my birthday, and I probably go to my parents' place. Yeah, I'll absolutely have to go to my parents' place on Friday, so I won't be able to stream then because on my birthday I'm helping my mother move away. So it's going to be a fun day. So I'll probably be back by the Monday after. And I don't know if there will be anything else preventing me from streaming. So basically, next stream will be on Monday, possibly Wednesday. If I feel like it, I might stream on Thursday, but definitely not Tuesday, since I have the family member. And then we'll pick back up on the Monday the week after. Because I really want to stream at least 3 times a week. Um, is there anything else I wanted to add? Let me refresh my memory. I don't think so. I don't think so. So there's one point in the stream where I'll do a tiny break, just to prepare myself something to eat. I have some leftovers from yesterday, so it won't take long. Um, but I'm feeling, you know what? I'm feeling rather energetic today, which is weird because I had trouble sleeping last night. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. around 4 a.m. I tried to go to sleep at that time, and I probably only fell asleep really around 5. Must have woken up around, I think I woke up around 8 or 9 a.m. And then I fell back asleep and woke up around 11:30 a.m. So I had a really bad night of sleeping because of the heat, and somehow I'm really energetic. Might be because of a bath. Honestly, a cold bath is a good way to wake you up. And I have some. I'm drinking some Monster that I put in the freezer, so it's quite fresh. So anyway, let's bring back the game and discuss where we were. So last time what we did, we found the Pope, who had recruited himself in a village, in an isolated village. I mean, technically, he had not chosen to go to that village. He was just fleeing a life that he was not proud of. because yes, he was living as a good man, but it set high expectations on him, and he was doing it at first because he wanted to help his family, and he realized at some point that he had not helped them at all. They had completely turned away from him. And yes, he had neglected his own family, because he was focusing on other people. Um, so we found the Pope. He was the one behind the fake elixirs. He showed us a way to. He showed us a place where there was a trial of fire. So the first trial in the four trials that we have to overcome to be ready to fight the Lord of Calamity. Um, we went back to Pendrago, confronted using the power of fire, which allowed us to crush, to break through the Cardinal's domain. We were able to confront her. She turned out to be Medusa Helion, so she had turned people to stone, including Boris, Sergei's brother. And but she was so ingrained in her malevolence that we weren't able to purify her, and Rose had to kill her. And so we were, I believe, okay. So the objective is the only main objective we have is to obtain the remaining spiritual powers. So to go through the other trials. But I did remember when I I almost forgot something. But I did remember when I picked the game back up that we had picked an Irish gem here, and we had to go find Maven, who was probably around the ruins, either inside or in front of these ruins. So for now, first.
Isn't this place a tomb? Am I gonna get cursed or something?
Don't worry, we'll all be punished together. Though we'll be sure to let you go first.
No, thank you.
Hey, it's disrespectful to talk loudly in the ruins.
There goes the second biggest ruin geek.
More like Meebo, geek times 2.
What's that supposed to mean?
Be quiet. It's disrespectful.
It's your fault!
Hey, Miklio's getting pretty angry, even though Saray's not really involved.
He's not angry, just overreacting.
Yeah, classic Miklio.
Ugh, this really grinds my gears.
Yeah, I do remember that that Soray got called the Rain Geek when we picked up the orb. I mean the gem. And I do remember that Desol. We discovered that we learned rather that Desol is actually blind. So now I'm going back to the entrance. Oh, so yeah, we got. Oh, yep. Okay, I see where he is. Ooh, and I missed. Did I miss that door? I might have missed it last time I went through the ruins. Yep.
Wait, that's...
We got also Edna's power, so we will focus on exploration for now, before focusing on the actual objectives. So it seems like Maven is directly at the entrance. If that blue dot is where he is. So for that we need to... Okay, I remember. We need to go through here, then here, and there are some middle bars in the way. I'm probably gonna have to start grinding a bit. I mean, beating up some monsters. I mean, in games like this, usually, so the max level is 200. But usually in games like this, like final bosses are around level 70, 75, maybe 80. And the upper levels are really for like side content that you can do either after beating the game or right before beating the final boss. But that's where you'll find the stronger enemies. For example, in Clair Obscur, the uh, final enemy you defeat him. Wait, no, I was not thinking of Clair Obscur. I mean, technically, yes, there is a stronger enemy in Clair Obscur, way stronger than the final boss. I was speaking more of Tales of Arise. In Tales of Arise, you have two side quests that appear after beating the main game, and in both of these, the enemies are way stronger than the final boss. So yeah, it's a classic feature in those games. You don't have to be the max level to beat the final boss, which is a great thing because I don't think many players would finish the game otherwise. If you absolutely had to grind. I mean, I've. Oh wait, no, it's not Maven. I've known. Hang on. Before I lose my train of thoughts and get distracted again. I've played some games, some JRPGs, in which you can actually grind quite easily for more levels and end up being quite overpowered. Main example in mind, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. In these games, there are uh, quite a large number of bonus dungeons. Usually DLC stuff, but I believe the DLCs in question are rather free or rather cheap. I know I've got them all, so I can't really differentiate which are DLC, which are not. But basically, like after, I mean, within the first or second chapter of the game, I think it's the second because in the second chapter of the game you can unlock the two DLC characters that are really overpowered, and I mean like completely OP compared to your other characters. They've also one of them even has an XP boost on them, which allows them to get way more XP and way more levels than other characters. And you unlock you start unlocking some of the bonus dungeons, including one where basically at this point of the game, most enemies must fight rather will grant you like 100 XP, something like that. You start finding a dungeon with enemies that give you 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, and within these enemies you find within these dungeons you find what they call plans, which are ways to modify the game in some way, either unlock more bonus dungeons, unlock specific features that can help you in the game, or change dungeons and change enemies in them. And I believe it's in that same dungeon with the enemies that give you 6,000 XP. If you change the dungeon, if you activate the plan to change the dungeon or change the enemies, you end up with enemies that grant you like 150k XP, something like that, which is way higher. So suddenly you start racking up the levels, and once you've beaten one of these enemies once, because they're quite hard to defeat, of course, at least at first, even with the OP DLC characters, once you've started to defeat, once you've defeated one of these enemies first, suddenly they're not as hard to defeat because you've gained an enormous amount of level. You're already quite OP compared to what you're supposed to be in the main game. And because of the DLCs, the main levels are up to 999 instead of 100 in the base game. In the base game, you can go maximum to level 100. With the no, not even that, level 99. With DLCs, you go to level 999. And you can, like, I think the enemy that grants you the most XP in a really hard dungeon grants you like 31 million XP. But there's an easier way to grind through the Colosseum system. But anyway, enough getting distracted, enough getting on tangent. I'm sorry, my brain keeps doing that. Let's focus on the game we're playing, rather. Maybe in 10 years. Yeah, Darren Suren. Okay. So we were hoping to find Maylin. He is going to the bridge. Pretty sure I'm not ready for the bridge yet. Oh, and I could have just...
You sure had a grim look on your face when we left Pendrago.
I've got vengeance to seek in that town.
Yeah, but that vengeance will have to wait. We did get a glimpse at, I'm gonna call her Little Miss Sunshine because I don't remember her name. Mysterious girl that was with Heldolf. And that apparently had fun brainwashing entire armies with malevolence. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm not ready for the Camelot Bridge. There's no way I'm strong enough for it. Last time we went there was a really strong... Yep, really strong domain. I'm not ready for it. So Maven will have to wait. Anything to say, Rose? Yeah, but that's not what I wanted to click on. Hang on. Laston... Okay, yeah, that's right. We did have to go to Laston Bell to check on the kids. The holding season. Okay, so we could simply go to go back to the Pendrago Inn first. There are a lot of side content right now, which is fun. I mean, it really like brings more life to the game itself, but you know. Anything about Lady Lake, we'll check in after. I wonder how Godody we're going to check on them because they're in danger of the church starting to look into the elixirs. Crucibles, okay. And Maven. Yeah, we can't catch him right now. So I'm guessing we're traveling back to Pendrago. So let's go back to the inn for now. Save, and apparently there's probably more story stuff.
Stray,
Okay.
You're not going to sleep yet?
Yeah, I want to take a look around the city.
It's so quiet that I can feel the gravity of this city's history. Fitting for an ancient capital born from the height of the era of Asgard.
It's kind of dawning on me. The things we read about in books actually exist.
What a poem this would make if we were travelers of old.
A poem? Ah, Pendrago, where the evening lights are blinding sights.
Come on.
Okay, it wasn't great, but I gotta start somewhere, right? What the?
What was that? Quit it, Mickleo.
It wasn't me.
Let's check outside.
Okay, so that's probably linked to the holding season.
Was that Howl just now? Him?
I'm not sure, but this doesn't feel like his domain.
Nope, but there is...
Could it really be?
There is malevolence. And I don't know
Something up.
where I need to go exactly. I'm gonna guess this way. I mean, I probably can't leave the city. I haven't checked, actually. Maybe I could have, which would have pointed me in the right direction. Nope, okay. It's in the place. The plaza. Ooh, that's a big boy. Okay.
There.
You know, I'm starting to...
Kitty tiger.
Yep. I'm starting to think that maybe I have...
What a fearsome roar.
That's the beast.
hang on. Level 40. I'm starting to think that maybe the reason I have so much energy is simply because I ate an actual meal yesterday. I tend not to eat actual meals.
Master. It must be a master beast taming. Who says it must be?
Okay, so it's weak
I'll have to
against
avoid
hearts.
saying
So
must in the future.
let's use these. Hang on. Regaining some blast gauge. Okay, no, I need to hit him before I... Okay. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, so it was a fail. I never understand exactly how to activate the mystic art, the hidden art, rather. Wait, I don't remember if it's the hidden or mystic art. But anyway, this guy is weak to arts, so you know. Hang on, let me... Nope, okay. It felt like the game was louder for me when it's not, actually. Which is weird.
Stand in our way.
Okay, you dweebs. Quite a good amount of money.
It's a fat
Oh,
cat.
wait, sir.
That's pretty rude of you. I prefer the term pleasant.
Oh, I forgot that she's in this game
Sorry.
too.
Damn.
She's in
Another
Berseria.
dead lead.
Are you perhaps Morgrim?
Indeed, I am.
Is she famous?
She's a high-ranking seraph who's a lone wolf, cat, and is imbued with a powerful blessing.
Whoa.
Alas, how shameful that you had to see that side of me.
This city is filled with the desires of greedy humans. I don't think you should feel responsible for it.
No, I must atone for it. Shepherd, you are looking for a seraph to bring the blessing to this city, are you not?
Well, this city is...
Pendrago is a big city. It's impossible to eliminate all the malevolence, and the church still holds the power.
But that means all the more that there are those who would cry out for
I mean,
salvation.
She's right.
They're just turning to Seraphim out of desperation.
Yet are the people's wishes not genuine? I can still maintain the blessing with them.
But still, you could become a Hellion again.
I've got an idea. Why not use the church's authority against them?
Wait, do you intend to filter human prayers?
Pretty sneaky.
I've been pondering over the role of the blessing in human society.
So essentially, she's gonna make it so that only the prayers directly addressed to her work and are granted, which will while all the prayers addressed to Mautelus will go without any answer. So the people will start to look away from the church, I guess. I mean, it could be a double-edged sword, because in a sense, in a way, it will bring the people to her. But on the other side, since the church has authority, uh, even a higher authority than the emperor, apparently, they can start to take actions against anyone who worships Morgrim rather than Maotelus. So it could become dangerous.
Any conclusion?
It doesn't really do anyone any favors if I just take their prayers and give them the blessing in return.
Quite a lot of stress for nothing.
To coexist with humans in peace, there are many things that Seraphim must be conscious of.
I see. I hope the Seraphim you're thinking of will notice as well.
Oh, what a quick-witted lass.
Huh? You're not talking about yourself?
Wait,
You mean another Seraph, yeah?
I truly hope they notice me and my efforts.
We understand your idea. We'll try and find an appropriate vessel for you.
so is she trying to grab the attention of
Is
Maotelus?
the shrine church still there? If we use that, I should be able to maintain a good distance with the believers.
It's still there. Please, Morgrim.
Shepherd, I know I have said much, but remember that I do not distrust humans.
It's just that humans and Seraphim need to know where they stand on the issues.
Yes, indeed. Both parties shall.
But the issue, I mean, not
Morgrim
necessarily
sure
an
is the
issue.
cat's
Hang on.
I mean, quite a person.
Yeah. Even though she looks so fat, I mean proportionate.
Malevolence, prayer, enshrinement, giving the blessing. We Seraphim ought to reconsider how we interact with humans, like Morgrim has.
We humans should do the same for Seraphim. I think making that effort is the first step for peaceful coexistence, both for the Seraphim and humans.
But even Morgrim became a Hellion. Reality is cruel.
Yeah, so are you.
Let's not get too idealistic just yet, though, huh?
Right. There was so much malevolence in Pendrago that even Morgrim couldn't handle it by herself. We can't ignore that fact.
Maybe there's a reason why. A reason that might have something to do with the overflowing malevolence.
You may be right.
We shouldn't leave it all to Morgrim, and be sure to check up on her once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So what I wanted to say, see the main danger with the system they have in place for coexistence between humans and Seraphim. The main danger is that first, the Seraph must be unbiased. They can't like only answer prayers that are directed to them about a specific thing. They need to accept every possible. Hang on, let me think. They need to accept every kind of request, but at the same time, the humans must not take the blessings for granted and start thinking that the Seraph will always answer every prayer. Because the Seraph needs to also, while being sure to listen to everyone, they must make sure to deny unreasonable requests, but they need to make sure which requests are unreasonable. So it's a bit of a delicate balance, because either the Seraph starts to answer every blessing without questioning, and bad people are able to get bad blessing. I mean, the blessings they want, which could hurt other people, which in turn leads to the seraphim themselves feeling that negativity and being taken by malevolence. Or if the seraph doesn't answer enough prayers, the people will start. If they filter out too much, the people will start to either turn away from the seraph or start being really aggressive towards anything that has to do with the seraph, which will generate once more malevolence. So it's a really like difficult system, because apparently, from what we've understood so far, the seraphim do need the worship to properly not exist, but to properly stay to not fall to malevolence, for the blessings to work. Okay, so the malevolence is always there. That's the main issue. It's always there, always start trying to grow. The only way to stop the malevolence is through the blessings of the seraphim. And the seraphim do need their blessings to work, to themselves not be taken by malevolence. And for that, they need to be worshipped by humans. So it's necessary to have a symbiotic relationship. It's not like optional. It's not something like seraphim could just go live somewhere else on their own, like they do in Elysia, and not bother about the human world. They need to coexist. If they don't, both sides will fall to malevolence, and the world will be destroyed. So yeah, it's a really weird system.
And the hunt for Mount Tellus. 2 birds with 1 stone.
More like a trillion birds. We get to explore the ruins of the 5 lords.
Ruins, ruins, ruins. You're obsessed.
Hey, you gotta enjoy things like this while you can.
Even
mean-
if you might die?
In a world like
Well,
this
I
one,
mean,
I can
it's an
understand.
adventure.
I'll say.
I'm not as wild about it as you two, but I'll be there.
I'm with you too, no matter where this takes us.
In a world like the one they live in, I can understand being interested by ruins and stuff. Hang on. Let me change my position so it's more comfortable.
Hey, Dezel. There's something I wanted to ask you about.
My eyes, huh? I wasn't trying to hide it from you or anything.
Was it this archenemy of yours that did this?
Yeah, she's the reason I lost my sight.
And so that's why you're after revenge.
It's just like I told you. I'm out for vengeance against the one who killed my friend and crushed the Wind Riders.
So it's not about you?
I'm actually grateful for this wound of mine. My ability to read the wind has only grown stronger since then. I can sense a larger range of presence than you all can.
Most likely, it produces the same effect as the oath.
In other words, I don't need your sympathy or concern. Just use me as you will. Like that one time.
But in exchange,
Oops, sorry.
you'll use us as you will. Is that right?
Pretty sure I told you that right from the start.
I clicked by mistake.
You're right.
Was moving my mouse away. So I'm guessing that the one he keeps talking about is the girl, the one I call Little Miss Sunshine.
Dezel, can I ask you something?
Yeah, what?
Do you have any friends?
That's a pretty nasty question.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I know. I have a close friend, Lafarga, a wind spirit. He has a very caring personality. When we traveled together, he was like a concerned older brother, looking after his younger siblings.
Just what you'd expect from a Seraph of the Wind.
He was probably worried most about me. I was a brash young gun then.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Glad to hear what?
Just to learn that you aren't alone. I was worried about you, you know.
Save it for someone who needs it.
Well, if you say so.
That's why I'm gonna get my revenge. For his sake.
I mean, from what we've seen of Wind Seraph, I don't think caring about others is one thing that would come to mind. At least from what we've seen. We've seen Desol and Zavid.
Check this out. Ta-da!
Is this a picture or some kind of poster?
Looks more like some kind of ad.
A breath of fresh air into the fashion of the Seraphim. The latest trend from Sparrow Feather brand launches right now?
What is this supposed to be?
It's a new business targeting the Seraphim. You guys don't need food, but you need clothes, right?
Huh.
It's an untouched market. The perfect opportunity for a monopoly. This is it!
I don't think the Seraphim are exactly hurting for new clothes.
I like what I'm wearing already, too.
Well, of course you do. You're totally behind the times.
Behind the times?
No one asked what you think.
That attitude is no good. Girls need to dress fashionably or you'll get left behind. It doesn't matter if you're Seraphim or human. No!
Then what kind of clothes do you have for us?
That's where you guys come in. I don't know what's all the rage among Seraphim these days. Huh? Aren't you too excited?
I think you broke her. You okay, Lila?
Behind the times?
Okay, yep.
Too late. Great, Rose. Now look what you did.
Huh? Me?
I mean, to be fair, I kind of like the fashion sense of Seraphim in this game. Like, the way their clothes are color coded to fit their element is something that I find really cool, especially because it's not necessarily the same for all Seraphim. I mean, the NPC Seraphims, sure. We say Seraphim. I mean, I don't have to put an S. The NPC Seraphim, sure. We see globally the same clothes, but the ones in our party and some other important ones like Lords of the Land, they have some specific fashion that I think is quite nice. Okay, that's it for the skits. I mean, the at least the in skits. So let's check with Rose. Oh yeah, I haven't played on my other save between the two streams. The main reason being that I did not want to end up wanting to once I reached this stage of with everything open, to go ahead of the main save. I mean the stream save. Because knowing myself, I would have gone ahead and started to play on the stream save, and not on the stream save, but started to play ahead of the stream save and done side stuff. The issues being, one, I would have been spoiled in a way about things that I don't exactly remember about the game, and two, I would have felt bored while playing on the streams. I would have thought to myself, I've already done that on the other save. What point is there in doing it here? Okay. So next step on the journey. I guess we could go to Gododin. Apparently there's an Irish gem around there. Let me check more green. No, herboons. So this of course, this and this. See, like, it looks so nice now. With a bit of a blessing. Oh yeah, that's true. I had consumed a lot of my money. Oh, and I literally said last time that I shouldn't fuse because I wanted to. Oh, come on. I keep forgetting stuff. So I'm sorry, but oh, you know what? I'm sorry, but my memory is really terrible, and there isn't much I can do about it, unfortunately. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to grind a bit anyway. I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna go on foot to Gododin and grind on the way. For both XP and money and oh. Yeah, sorry about my reaction there. I was seeing a notification on my phone. Forgot to explain why I reacted that way.
Let's get started.
Want me to deal with that?
You know, you don't need to go all out like that against these guys. It's literally not necessary.
This aroma.
Apparently there's a alien around. Oh, yep, a badger.
Leave
No
it to me
skunk.
to do this.
Enemies through the... Oh, come on. Enemies should give more money around Gododin, logically.
Saray, look around you.
Since it's a higher level area. Oh,
What's that?
nope. Ready? Wait, there's a discovery point without
Ooh, small fry.
any
This
skit.
will be quick.
Or maybe I would have had a skit if I had discovered it the first time I went to Pendragon.
Well, that's a wrap.
So I gotta remember to reach Lady Lake again. I need to go through the battlefield. Once I'll be ready to go back to Lady Lake.
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Well, that's a wrap.
Okay, I'm already getting a good amount of money.